That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Come on. Just let me
tell me it's good there, Balls. You're looking good. Second to last word.
Just let me go.
Yeah, broadcasting live, Florida here. This is Hope Badass YouTube broadcasting. I'm Tommy C, the shot from the point. Point man on the fucking glass, the whole nine, Mr. Vault. This is the second, possibly second to last regular show. We're probably gonna be moving to Sundays permanently when I change the time. So yeah, this is it. This is the way we went out. Tomorrow is the final show and the post-baited era. I guess this would be the. So I think in this room I think of the post-baited era, but the post-baited era really ended in 2019. Yeah. When I went back on baited. So this is it. Everything's gone. It's big shithole.
It's literally just fucking nothing behind you.
So I figured instead of doing YouTube drama, I do something I really like. A lot of you guys know I love crime and cops. At least horrible situations are horrible. I used to drive a cab, and I just like that realm of America. The downtrodden, the regulars, the working class. It's Are you finally drinking the Red Bull? 1 year. No. Not drinking the Red Bull. Yeah, I got that. I've been playing a lot of Wii U lately, actually. The other place. So yeah, I just like this, and this is a good lesson on how to handle cops. Nobody ever does it this way. Nobody. I'll never forget this shit. I got a big fucking brawl in the schoolhouse when I was in the Army. Fucking me versus the whole class. And I lost. So, here's the best part. Alright? We all got picked up by a cop, by the MPs. And the MPs decided for whatever reason to bring us like half the classroom in, like 7 guys. So all these country boys that are so tough and these street guys that were so fucking wise. We're all sitting in this like room, and the fucking cop comes in and he goes, you know, we're all going to fucking jail. We're going to Leavenworth. We're going to get kicked out of the Army. You guys fucked up. He goes, all the fucking rotten shit's going to happen. So I know what to do. Keep my mouth shut. And all these streetwise motherfuckers behind me. First thing cop says after that, he goes, okay, what happened? Callahan, and I just sat there. It's like, well, who hit what? They're all screaming at each other. I was the only one that fucking, it was me versus them, and they started arguing with each other. Telling fucking cop fucking everything they could. They came to me, and I just went, lawyer. Well, they let us out. It was just a scare tactic anyway. They just let us out. But that's pretty much what it comes down to when you're talking to the police, whether you're innocent or guilty. If you are in a room giving testimony, 80% chance you're a suspect. So always act like one. And a lot of these things, we actually did this, another JCS, Jim Can't Swim, criminal psychology one before. Was it Loria DePolito, I think her name was?
Yeah, we did
DePolito video, and I like that. So I'm basically taking a lot of the footage from Jim Can't Swim, JCS, criminal psychology it's called now. And I advise you to watch the whole thing. His narrative's a little different than mine. It's about an anti-hero, and it's about this man Jeff, who is kind of a fucking hero. But I'm going at it a little different. But I do thank Jim Can't Swim for providing me with the footage of this legendary character. Now, who the fuck is this? It's Jeff. Not our Jeff, but it's Jeff. And Jeff here, all right, he got a problem. He's got picked up for armed robbery. Now, more than likely, he didn't do it. But Jeff's got another problem that led him here. Jeff is a Georgia white trash heroin addict. But, as we all know, just because you're a heroin addict doesn't mean you should go to jail for something you didn't do. This motherfucker handles his shit cool, calm, collective. He is a very fucking flawed man. And it's a good lesson, whether you're guilty or innocent, how to handle the cops. Cops, I'm not going to even dump on the cops too much on this. I had an MP tell me this. We're here to arrest you. We're here to put you in jail. We know the law. More than likely you don't. Everybody says they know their rights, but they usually don't. And the best thing to do with a cop is keep your mouth shut. Now, I'm not saying don't talk to police. If you see a fucking murder, don't tell them. Or you see somebody rob somebody, don't say shit. I'm talking about when you're in this position. And if you're testifying or telling the cops or even helping them with a murder, you fucking watch what you say. You don't sugarcoat anything. You tell them just a facts, man. Like, you could be in a position like this and trying to help them catch somebody, but you don't know whether they think you did it or not. So, I don't talk to police. I would assist them if I witnessed a robbery or something like that, but otherwise, so I'm not like totally street. But I'm not sitting down without a lawyer. I don't care if I'm not fucking accused of a crime. I'm never going in. You want to go in and talk to us? No, I'll tell you something right now, though. Because once you're into this situation, they're trying to put you away. And think about this. Think of Jeff, the fucking white trash heroin addict. If he goes to jail for armed robbery and he didn't do it, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. And something to think about being a heroin addict. Go do time for something you didn't do, and nobody cares. There's going to be no fucking YouTube videos about you. There's no, the AOC ain't going to fucking run some thing, or the Kardashians, or what's the husband's name? Fucking the rapper. I can't forget his name.
Kanye?
Yeah, whatever his name is. Kanye. No one didn't give no. Trump's not going to fucking help you out. None of it. He's going to go to jail and you're going to fucking rot. Here's another problem this guy has. He's already been through the system like twice. They don't give parole. You guys write Francis. They don't really give parole no more. So he's going to do minimum 15 to 20 for this armed robbery because he's been through the system, probably legit convicted before. You know? How dare I afraid that Kanye? I don't know. I'm not that big a fan. What do you want?
Kanye West.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck about him. Yeah,
Fucking white boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's really good. He just walks like one of my favorite songs, even though I'm a big atheist. But I want you to watch this man and how to handle shit. The best thing to do is like whatever you see here, say less. But this motherfucker's all right. He is all fucking right. Apparently, according to JCS, this thing goes around interrogation circles. And they all laugh. Because these cops are trying to put somebody in jail. They don't give a fuck if it's the right guy. That's up to the fucking judges and the lawyers. But if it's your ass, if it's you, it puts things in a lot different situation now, does it? Lawyer, don't talk to the cops. If you did it, especially if you didn't do it. Lawyer. That's the theme here. Let's watch this fucking madman.
Am I under arrest?
For now.
I'm under arrest?
Yeah, I'll explain everything, but before I explain myself to you, before we talk to each other, I need to read your rights, okay?
What am I under arrest for?
Well, like I said, I need to read your rights first. Obviously, the charge is robbery, okay? Yeah, I'll explain everything.
I'm under arrest for robbery?
You are, but let me read your rights real quick, okay? And then I'll explain it all to you. Is that okay? You let me do that real fast? All right, Jeff. Can you read with me? Just read in your head, okay? Before we ask you any questions, you must understand what your rights are. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used.
Hear that? You got the right to remain silent. A right no one ever takes. Another Army story. I put gas in the wrong car. American gas is cheaper here because that's taxed to fuck. But I didn't know this. I thought if I just had the checkoff box that I could put any car I want because it's my gas, right? Who cares? Who gives a shit what car costs, right? Whatever. My wife got sick. My car was broken down, so I used hers. And hers was German economy. So I got picked up, got put in cuffs, and got taken back. And cop says to me, he's like, look, before you go off, I just got to read your rights. I got to tell you what's going on. And then you can write this thing and tell me your side of the story. And I handed it back to him. I said, I'm not saying anything. Cop says, really? You ain't going to write nothing? Nope. I go, you arrested me, so I'm probably going to get some JAG lawyer. He says, yep. And this is what he said to me. Off the record. Took off his rank. That's like a sign that between soldiers. And you have the Velcro rank, so you rip it right off. I'm not telling you that I did the same thing in Rammstein, and I'm not telling you I got away because I did just what you're doing fucking right now. And I'm not telling you this because you're making my life a fuck ton easier by not writing a stupid fucking report, right? But good move. Okay, thank you. First sergeant comes up. What was his statement? Nothing. First sergeant said, what? Nothing. That's a first. Don't tell him shit. You got the same rights in the Army same that you do in the civilian world, all right? I ended up getting the Article 15 anyway, mostly because some fucking commander thought it was a great idea. My fucking commander was willing to let me go, but like I said, they didn't want to let me. Somebody above him didn't want that to happen, so I ended up fucking doing some extra duty. But silence, it's golden. It's worth something. There you go.
Get you in the court of law. Does that make sense? You've probably heard these before, haven't you? Does that make sense? Do you understand your rights? Do you understand your rights, Jeff? Yes or no? You understand? Do you understand what I read you? You comprehend what I read you?
You're badass, Jeff.
Jeff, I'm just here to talk to you and figure out what happened and move you on out of here, at least Summit. So do you understand the rights I read to you?
Now, I don't know if I recommend this part. I don't know if I recommend this part. Just say yes and then shut the fuck up. But I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, because what are you going to say? You're crazy or you don't understand? You know?
Because it kind of makes him sound like he's crazy or something.
He should have jumped up and said, books. Yeah, but here's something that Jeff knows. It's on them to prove the case.
No.
The cops will say something throughout this thing like, let me help you. Get the fuck out of here. They're trying to help themselves. Don't help the cops. It's their job. It's not your job to help you convict you. It's their job to convict you or get you going where you need to go. All right? Not recommending this tactic, but it sets the tone.
If you got something that says you didn't do this robbery, this is your chance to talk to us.
No, it's not. That's for the lawyer.
Okay, good cop.
No, usually I'm the prick.
You look like the prick. I need methadone.
You need methadone?
Yeah, you get me that methadone?
I don't have any. Do you have medication for it, or a prescription for it? Or?
No.
What do you need methadone for?
Because I'm a fucking junkie, and you guys, I can't get no methadone. I'm going to go through withdrawal here in a minute.
Where do you usually get your methadone from?
I don't get it. I get heroin.
I get heroin. Jeff is a madman.
How long you been using heroin?
Long time, buddy. What are you trying to talk to me about here?
Talk to you about what happened last night. Look, here's the deal. Either you're in a bad set of circumstances or you went and committed an armed robbery last night.
Yeah,
right?
I'm in a shitty...
Saki Maga, what do you think I'm laughing at? You think I'm laughing at the fact that he's a fucking heroin addict? Or you think I'm laughing at the fact that he's being fucking straight up honest who he is? Don't tell me how to feel, fuckface.
Wrong place and wrong time, obviously. I didn't commit no fucking armed robbery.
All right, then let's talk about this. Let's
I don't talk to the police, man.
I think it's in your best interest to.
How? I don't talk to the
sitting
police.
here. Okay.
I've been through the system, buddy. I know how it works.
I know you have.
You're
Jeff.
not my friend.
I'm not your friend.
You're trying to fucking get me. Or you're
No,
trying
I'm not trying to get
all
you.
you're trying to get is some fucking stupid ass fucking confession, and you're not going to get one.
Jeff, I'm not going to get a confession out of you for nothing.
Exactly, because I
And
didn't
I'm
do
not trying
nothing.
to get a confession out of you.
Okay, I'm going to tell you, I didn't commit no armed robbery, and y'all ain't got no fucking evidence saying I did. Let me go.
That's the thing. That you can say that. I didn't do it. Lawyer. I didn't do it. Lawyer. It's on them. You ain't your friend. Now, this guy shift gear. He was about ready to play friend, but this guy's been through it before. Again, putting the pressure back on the cops.
All you did is find me sitting in my buddy's house because my fucking buddy's dog's going ape shit. I go outside. There are cops everywhere. And they spotlight me. They say, come here. I say, what's up? They search me. They ain't find
Hang on.
nothing. What's
Let
up?
me read this.
No.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to sign it.
You don't have to sign it. But let me read it for you. Okay?
I'm not signing nothing.
You don't have to sign it. Let me read it.
You already read it to me earlier.
I know we did, but I'm going to read it to you again.
Thanks for the coat.
You're welcome. Before we ask any questions, you must understand what your rights are. You have the right to remain silent. If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one, a lawyer will be provided for you. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand the rights I've explained to you?
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what happened last night. Plain and simple. Your side of the story.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm a lawyer.
All right. This is what I don't understand.
I told you
I know,
this
but
was
this
gonna
is what I
happen.
don't understand, Jeff. You were sitting there talking just like you were ready to sit here and tell me what happened last night, and then all of a sudden,
What a fucking liar. The cops lie. They can. It's a part of their game. Don't be mad. Don't hate the player, hate the game. The game is to get that. He made it abundantly motherfucking clear that he wasn't going to tell him shit. Abundantly clear. I was at my buddy's house and you got spotlight because his dog was going ape shit. And then you say, buddy, come here. That's it. That's all I was going to tell you. That's it. And now he's going to try the old Catholic Irish guilt trip that I'm very familiar with. It don't work. Don't let it work. This is a really easy time for your emotions to get the better of you, especially if you didn't do it.
and I read that to you, and you screw it. I ain't talking to you. I want a lawyer. I don't understand that. What changed? Just in the
because I told you what I already told you what happened.
you didn't.
Yes, he did. I was at my buddy's apartment. His dog went ape shit. I go outside. They spotlight me. They called me over. He told him exactly. He didn't say he was going to fucking tell him his side of the story or some shit. Cops might know at this point they ain't got shit. But see, that's not their job isn't to figure out what happened or make a conviction. The job is to get them to the point where the DA can prosecute them. That's it. That's their job. So again, don't hate the player, hate the guy. I'm not hating on the cops. But it's fucking dirty. It's a dirty, dirty fucking game. They got fucking bosses too. Why didn't you get that guy to confess? Why didn't you fucking do this? Why didn't you do that? Why are you letting them go? I understand that. But it's a dirty game. And this is real life shit. And you can get in a real life jail and do real life time. Don't help these guys. You don't have to. Don't feel guilty about it. Just recognize. My brother was a prison guard. And he said the easiest cats to deal with were La Cosa Nostra guys. And the reason was because they fucking knew the system. They didn't give them shit. They didn't hate the hacks. They knew everybody had a job. They fucking, in a weird way, the gangsters respect the cops. They're doing their job. I'm doing my job. My job is to shut the fuck up. Your job is to convict me. Look at it in that situation.
How didn't I?
You didn't tell me what happened last night.
How didn't I just tell you what?
But now you've handcuffed me, and I can't talk to you because you asked for an
I want a
attorney.
lawyer.
So, okay, that's fine. But I will tell you right now, you're still on a hold for a robbery.
I know. I don't know why I need a fucking lawyer because obviously I didn't do nothing. And obviously you guys know I didn't do nothing because I've been arrested for the same bullshit before and you guys don't interview me this much. So
Bingo. They need to fill in the blanks. If they have you dead to rights, they will not talk to you. Period. There's no reason. The only reason they would tell you if they're dead to rights if they're looking for bodies. Okay, we found body A. We know there's body B. You got to tell us where body B is. That's about it. They need to fill in the blanks. They need to get this. They have to get a DA willing to prosecute. If all they got is an arrest and nothing on them, no loot, they ain't got shit. He knows that. But he also knows he could do some serious time. And I don't think it ever comes out of Jeff's mind that I think he actually does believe he's going to do time for this.
Wham, bam, thank you for the coke. Put me back in the cell.
5 hours later. Now, Jeff dude's being a little fucked up here, but in this situation where the government's fucking you, I guess it's not. He is kind of using them for cokes and Butterfingers. So he kind of hints that he'll say something. He goes up there and says, I ain't saying shit. So he's playing the game a little bit too to try to get cokes. And if I was fucking going through heroin withdrawal, yeah, maybe I'd want a coke and a Butterfinger myself. Who knows? God knows they ain't gonna give him a cigarette.
What's that?
Just my phone. All right. I know we did this twice, but I gotta do it again every time, okay? Before asking you questions, I gotta read your rights. You understand that? Okay. Go ahead and sign there. Let me take your gift off.
Look, I'm not signing nothing.
Okay, you don't have to sign anything. You understand your rights, though, right?
Yeah.
That's all I need is verbal yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
When's this coke gonna be here? Or is that just a fairy tale?
It's coming. He's getting there right now. He'll be here in about 2 minutes. Just to watch the soda machine.
2 minutes later, he's got it.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Man likes coke.
I have enough evidence
Like what?
of the armed robbery, okay? But, you know, if you're saying you didn't do it, you need to give me your side of the story.
I didn't do it.
Okay, well, give me your side of the story. You got, convince me. Because I got a lot of evidence. I got a lot of physical evidence.
Well, like what? Name the physical
Well, I don't need to, why should I tell you that?
Well, then why should I tell you, motherfucker? Why should I tell you I got evidence? Well, because you arrested me, you stupid bastard, for armed robbery. Now you want me to just give my side of the story, and you're like, I got to show my cards, and you got to show yours? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking cop.
I mean, you haven't been helpful to me at all.
Because I don't believe that you got any evidence.
There's only a couple pieces of evidence I'm missing.
Oh,
What's that?
oh, there's only a couple of pieces you're missing. I got evidence. No, you got dick. You got nothing. Oh, I just got to fill in the blank. That's what I'm missing. So let me help me help you. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, why do I need to do that? You haven't helped me out at all. You give me a little bit, I give you a little bit. We go back and forth. I give you one of my pieces of evidence.
It's not a motherfucking game. Well, it is a game, but don't play it like one. Don't play the game. That's the best way to win it. Don't play. He's got the idea. The game for him is to get you to play. Your ability to resist the game is going to really do a lot.
Just now give me a little something. All right. What time do you get over to Aaron's house? You give me a little bit, I give you a little bit. We go back and forth. I give you one of my pieces of evidence. Now give me a little something. All right. What time do you get over to Aaron's house?
No, anything I say here can and will be used against me.
Sure, but anything you say here, I can also tell your parole officer.
Yeah, thanks. That's fucking great. I would have to rewind that slightly.
And will be used against me.
Sure, but anything you say here, I can also tell your parole officer.
Look at this reaction.
That doesn't mean dick.
No.
There's no way. I didn't do it. There's no way.
How drunk were you? Were you drunk?
No, I was pretty sober.
So you're in your right mind. You remember everything about the night, right?
Yeah.
So you couldn't have done something not remembered. You couldn't have gone and robbed the place and not remembered?
Fuck, no.
Okay, so you would remember if you robbed the place.
Yeah.
You asked me to bring you up here. I was done talking to you.
As you can see, he's up in the corner. I missed it, but they promised him a Coke and a Butterfinger.
Why don't we just talk about the gun? Let's start there. Okay.
I don't fucking have a gun or own a gun.
Okay. I don't think you do. I know you don't own one. Okay, but I need to know where that gun came from.
I don't have. What the fuck are you talking about?
The gun you were sitting.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Over at Aaron's house.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because Aaron says it wasn't his.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Compared to the gun he was sitting on, it would appear the suspect knows exactly what the gun over at Aaron's house was referring to. Yet whether it be for the purpose of not incriminating himself, or for the purpose of not incriminating his friend, the suspect does the smartest thing and refuses to continue the conversation.
There you go.
Like I said,
Ain't no, yeah. Jeff's a lot of things. Jeff's a heroin addict. He's a lowlife, but he ain't a snitch. Take that how you want to take that. Legend. He ain't a snitch. He's got everything to gain, everything to lose. Maybe he fucking robbed the place. I don't know. I doubt it. But he's not a snitch. Whether he robbed the place or not, it's fucking irrelevant. This is how you handle shit.
You give me a little, I'll give you a little. All right, I got a lot more I can tell you about the whole thing, but you got to help me out too.
You got to help me out. You got to help me convict you.
So I'm willing to go to the prosecutor. I'm willing to go to the parole officer and say, "This guy's a good guy. He helped me out."
Hey, cut that
I
shit
know you
out.
don't want to go back to jail. All right, back to prison.
Well, fuck. It looks like I am. If and you're gonna charge me with some bogus shit. You guys don't. I mean, what do you got really? That I was at a buddy's house and I happened to come outside because you guys were fucking swarming the area and they
Which
fucking.
door did you come out of?
I came out of the front door. You know what? I'm not.
They shouldn't have told him that. That was a slip up.
I say it myself, man.
Yep.
I'm done, man. Fuck this. The only reason I came up here is to get a fucking Coke.
Okay. You're not getting out.
I know. I can't finish it.
You can finish it. Make it quick. I got things to do.
Butterfinger, you promised.
I didn't promise you that. I said we'd see what happens. All right. Like I said, you haven't helped me out at all. Why should I help you out? I got you a soda. That's good enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the way to handle that shit. Now, I don't know if he did it or he didn't do it, but what I do know, he was released 12 hours after this. They had nothing, whether he did it or not. This is the way to handle the police. This is the way to do it. You're under no obligation to tell them shit, and they're under no obligation to tell you the truth, and they're under no obligation to help you. This is how it's handled. This is how it's done. But it's another thing to think about. I hate lecturing motherfuckers about drugs and shit like that. I have a real different message. Well, you want to do drugs? Do them. See where it gets you. I can't stop you. Nancy Reagan couldn't stop anybody. Fucking coke and heroin was just flying around during the 80s. Just say no. Hardy fucking hard. But you go down that road, you smoke that joint, do that coke, leads to heroin, you might find yourself in fucking jail for something you didn't do or something your friend did. Because you start hanging around that crew, and I don't give a shit about, you get all these guys out there, especially these fucking college kids that don't know shit from shampoo, and they tell you, well, it's not a gateway drug, and I'm sorry, dude. I've done drugs. You start with weed, moves up to coke or something, and when you start hanging around, you start seeing the guns. You start seeing the crazy shit. And that puts you in a position to get fucking nailed. Now, not everybody smokes a joint. I still smoke a joint on occasion. It's been over a year, but whatever. In fact, last time I did it right here. Damn poo-poo never gave me the butterfinger. The popo never gave me the butterfinger. And we got out. Apparently, no one knows what happened to Jeff, and nobody knows who the fuck Jeff is, which is unfortunate because I would love to interview Jeff.
That'd be amazing.
Well, they say I'm going to let you look. I highly recommend watching this thing with JCS's commentary. He has more insight than I do as far as the criminal aspect of it. Obviously, he's aware of the gun at some level. Look, body language stuff is horse shit. It's all, there's no science to it. But it's like some things. Any suicide, you probably can learn something from it, but nothing all that fucking practical. Yeah, he knows something, but he also knows that it's up to them. And I'm telling you, nobody. I remember all those fucking street kids when I was in front of those MPs. All of them fucking just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. They had to say shit. Nobody had to say shit. They didn't even end up arresting any of us. Just wanted to scare the fuck out of us. It worked. You know. I ended up getting Article 15. I didn't even get an Article 15. They just didn't let me out. I couldn't go out in the town. And where the fuck was I? In Fort Gordon. What's that city over there? In Fort Gordon? I forget. It's like the New Jersey of Georgia. Everything's off a fucking highway. Yeah, definitely go check that out. And definitely check out JCS. Augusta. Yeah, I was in Augusta. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go to downtown Augusta. Sucked. Yeah. I wasn't illegally. I was sneaking out, but I wasn't legally allowed to go out. They can give my phase 5+ or whatever the fuck it was. Augusta. Yeah, I was over there. I go to that bar across the movie theater when I wasn't allowed out. I just stay in there and drink all the fucking imported beers. That's what I did. It's a good time. I forget the name of the fucking bar, but they made their own shit. They had shit from Europe, and they had American microbrews, and American microbrews are, I'd say, as good as any shit over here in Europe and even Germany. Yeah. Limelight, that's it. That was it. The Limelight, it's still there, Matt.
That's the bar. That's the bar.
Yes, it. That's it. God, it's a great bar. And I would hide in the back because it's kind of a weird place. Tommy, you should check out the case of Andy B from the same channel. I did see Andy B. I might do that another time, maybe next year. It's been a year, it's December, since we did Depolito, so I don't want to do it all the time. But I really enjoyed this. So you want to call in and talk about this or any other thing? I got about 30 minutes. 13 minutes. Let's see how long you can keep the show going. And you can talk about anything. I'll open the phones. But I guess I wanted to teach a lesson. You don't gotta talk. Nothing happened to him. They didn't beat him up. They weren't even rude to him. Now, I'm not saying that happy. They screaming that you have to talk to us. They're fucking lying.
Yeah.
I have evidence. What the fuck you talking to me for? Book me, motherfucker. Got drunk there many times. It was kind of an awkward, weird bar. We used to hide behind the Golden Tee Arcade just in case the sergeant came in. It's a great bar. No, that's when I came here. I saw Revenge of the Sith. It was that summer. Yeah, good shit. If I ever went back down there, I'd go right to fucking Limelight. Amazing bar. Official Kevin Blanco's here. Apparently Jeff is making music. Is that what you hear?
Yeah, Kevin Blanco, yeah.
I don't know. I heard a lot of things. I heard he went into the Coke business, like Coca-Cola. I heard he went back to jail. I heard he actually did rob somebody in 2 weeks. That's what you have to check that on JCS. Yeah. Hate weed, kills your motivation. It's not even weed or even coke or heroin. It's the people that put you around. And people that put you around are a lot of want to be gangsters, want to be pro criminals. People want the short way out in life. Poor people, dumb motherfuckers, and then they can get you put in jail. Maybe this guy Andy got this guy put in jail.
Would you like to watch Jeff's channel? His YouTube channel?
He does not have a YouTube channel, does he?
Check your fucking Discord DMs. Thank you, Kevin Blanco.
No way. There ain't no way.
I think it might be Jeff.
I think we got Jeff here. He motherfucker better not claim me. Just messing around. Is this Jeff? Let me hear him. Is he gonna talk? Trying to hold sticks properly. When was this? Last December. Let's hear his music. Strange music. Alright, it's not that good.
We are traveling 75 miles an hour.
I don't think that's him. The voice is so different.
Is that not him? He is a little bit different.
I think it's a Georgia accent, but it's not deep.
On I-49 north, headed towards Kansas City. And I got me a
Looks like
old fucking used ass washer.
Is this guy posing as Jeff? How dare you? I don't think that. But his voice is so different.
It's weird.
He was going through.
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably
if
going through. Because at some
yeah.
points he's leaning over. That's usually the stomach problem, sign of withdrawal. Definitely looks like it.
Okay, so true story. My first stint in prison, I had a buddy. He was a cellmate of mine. His name was Jeremy Sinclair. Rest in peace. He died in a police shootout a few years back. But he was in there for murder, and he told me the power of the police thinking that you might give them something.
Gangster. The guy was probably a gangster. That's a gangster brought up with this shit.
Like, especially when it's a Class A felony, with, you know, robbery, homicide. I don't count the fucking sex cases that are disgusting because they're not real. You know, they're those are real crimes. Those are fucking. I mean, so is murder. But anyway, I'm getting off subject here. So he was telling me that we made kind of a pact to say, you know, if we ever get arrested again, we would go balls to the wall and try to get as many cigarettes, sodas, candy, and we went as far as to say, I asked him, you think
That's our Jeff.
That's our Jeff.
And, you know,
I salute to you, Jeff.
said, yeah, if they thought the case was worth it, they'll do about anything to fucking get you to talk. So that's where it started. Now, I didn't start really appreciating the Constitution until I'd say after the second video, after the video that you guys seen when I got rearrested and had to go back on a parole violation for 2 years. I was in maximum security, and I had cellies that obviously went to trial and lost, and they had great insight as to how the whole thing works and what to do, what not to do. I read legal thrillers. I believe it or not, I read The Lincoln Lawyer before it was a movie. Like, I remember it was a green paperback.
I like to believe it's him. Looks like him.
Me too. It kind of does look like it because like he recorded this video on a phone, so the quality doesn't make sense. Why his voice all fucked up?
Yeah, it could be because he could have been kind of fucked up back then.
Yeah.
So I definitely hope it's him.
Because it's linked in the JCC video.
Oh, is it really? I didn't even look at that. 'Cause I don't think at the time, I probably saw it when it's new. So he probably put it in there later. Put one in the chat if you'd like Jeff to come on. Because I'm going to send a message right now. I like to talk to Jeff. Jeff, I would love to have you on my podcast.
Jeff has a Patreon.
Jeff has a Patreon? Good for him. Yeah, probably had to flip Jeff a little dough. Yeah. Hugs from Italy. A lot of love in here. Greetings from Denmark. We love you. Happy New Year, Jeff. So proud of you. It's good shit. I really hope it's him. I do. I really hope it's him. See what he's got here. Let's see. One-man band. I guess he had it 2 months ago. Yeah, he's kind of riding this little bit. He gets decent hits.
Yeah, loving it. Yeah.
Copyright infringement. Jeff Johnson encounter with him and the cops. Hold on, what's this?
Officer, will you please pull your car off my property, please?
It's alright.
I'd really appreciate it. What?
I have a lawful reason to be here, okay?
It's alright, we're
We
being
had a
cool.
call. I explained to you why I was out here.
I know, but...
All I asked was for your sister's name for my log.
And I told you I didn't... And all I said was I'm not doing the name dropping shit, man. That's all I said, and you didn't respect that. And then I told you not to pull up in my yard, and then bam, there he is, right in my yard.
What a fucking legend. What a fucking legend.
I like it, Jeff. I would like to feds tour my apartment, trailer park. Feds tour apartment, trailer park. I'd love to have Jeff. Did we get a lot of ones in the chat? Thanks so much, Tess.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
We did. Holy shit. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I would. We did. Yeah, I'd like to talk to Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff's my kind of people. Because I like straight up dudes like that. And yeah, you think it's him? I hope it's him. His voice is
because he linked his
so
channel.
I'll go by JCS. I'll be the full
JCS.
JCS. Yeah, there, because I'm seeing on my side now. Yeah, I'd like to talk to Jeff. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Jeff seems like a real dude. And I'll ask him tough questions. I'll ask him if he's off the smacker and shit like that. And whatever you all want me to ask him, if I can get him on. I'll probably flip him a buck or two.
You should buy him
tell
a
Jeff
Coke.
if he comes on the show, he can have a Butterfinger Coke.
Hell yeah.
I said, I can't get Butterfinger over here. I would have said, yeah, Jeff, we should send him free Butterfingers and fucking Coca-Colas. Oh, man. JCS says if he's linked, he's in. Yeah, it's true. Good point, Steph. Good point, Steph. Hey, I do a little, reminds me. Have you noticed the credits rolled in the show? Would you like to be in them? Well, you can join my Patreon for over $10. Yes, that's right. At the end of every Shot from the Point Live, you can, your name, as you want it to be put in there. You just got to direct me. One guy put his name in there. He's like, can you change it? Because I don't want that name public. I'm like, fuck. It's both the handle, but yeah, if you want that, hit me up. So there's your advertisement for today. I'll take calls. I got good 10 minutes. Maybe I'll go. If you guys, depends how good you guys are. It's on you. Sit Man's good. He's always good. I'm trying to put a new guy on. I'm always interested in new people. Ban Chan, you're on the air.
I am not new. How could you forget me?
I don't know who the fuck are you. I don't know who's you. You got to roll. How would I know you?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. My question was for you. How did you feel about the difference between the Canadian right to remain silent versus the American one? If you don't know,
I don't know.
You know how in America, if you say, I want a lawyer, they can't ask you any more questions.
Yeah,
right?
but they do.
They're not supposed to, though. In an ideal, perfect legal system, they don't.
Mm.
In Canada, though, your right to a lawyer is a phone call to a lawyer who will give you advice, and then you go back into the interrogation room, and the cop can ask you as many questions as he wants.
Yeah.
And they also will just sit you in the chair for like 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours.
Shit.
They'll take fucking shifts. Like, they'll take officers in and out who will go rest and then come back.
Yeah, first of all, that's horse shit. Because you get a guy scared enough, he'll tell you he's fucking, he'll tell you he wears ladies' underwear. I think that's horse shit. And the English used to do this shit. They convicted, if you guys see the movie The Name of the Father, that's how they fucking busted that entire family for being in the IRA when they weren't. And they just beat the shit. Well, they can't beat the shit out of you, but just keep going and keep going and keep. You interrogate somebody long enough, you get them scared enough, they'll fucking tell you anything after a while. But you don't have to answer, though, right? You don't have to answer.
Yeah, you can sit there silently, but they're going to take note of every head nod. They're going to say some crazy shit to try to get a rise out of you.
Grab your balls. That's what I do. Grab your nuts.
15 hours they might sit you there, though. That is a long time. No matter how smart you are, how much you should stay quiet. I don't feel like it's easy by any stretch of the imagination.
For you, motherfucker, I'm looking at 10, 15, fucking 15 to 20. I'm fucking staying quiet.
Those lips staying sealed?
Nah, I don't tell cops shit. Here's the thing, like with the whole riot thing that happened in the States, but I'm not. It might surprise the people because I'm kind of a right-wing guy. I'm definitely pro-military. I consider myself old school. I'm the last motherfucking American. I've never been a huge fan of cops, and I became really less fan of cops when I came back from the military. Started thinking about all the, the way I was fucking treated as a white teenager, and just how unprofessional they were after I saw how MPs carried themselves, which is completely different. It's funny, the MPs don't consider themselves real cops. I don't know how they're not. The MPs were always really, the MPs were always real professional with us. I mean, I know I had that one story I told you all a couple weeks ago, but I mean, that guy was just a bum. But most of the time, the cops, I mean, we have 18, 19, 20-year-old cops in the Army, and they always try to do their best. I have a lot of love for the MPs. I got arrested by them, but they never treated me bad, never kicked my ass. I never heard a black kid say that. I whip my ass.
It might be more discipline.
Well, I think we're all soldiers too. That might be some of it. You know,
Yeah,
that
camaraderie.
might be something.
I don't know. The way I always thought of it, like people take the littlest amount of power and it goes to their head, like that they can hold it over
I don't
someone.
know. You know what it is? Maybe there's just more discipline because there's military discipline. You want to do the right thing, and they have a lot of power over us. But I think there's more to being a good cop, maybe more reward in being a good cop than there's being a fucking piece of shit. I think that's possible.
I mean,
I have nothing but respect from Army MPs. I dealt a little with the MPs in the Air Force. They gave me a ticket in Iraq, motherfuckers. Couldn't drive for a month. But no, I was always professional and respectful. And
out of curiosity,
yeah.
Did you ever have any experience with a JAG?
Yeah, I ended up getting Article 15 for the gas thing. Yeah, I had experience with them. I had a few friends that were in there as well.
Still same opinion as like MPs or different experience with them?
They're fucking lawyers, you know, doing their thing. You know, they didn't seem any worse or better than anybody else. I don't know. Maybe I'll get this. I tend to trust people in the military. Like, it's really, I really corner myself off from society. One of the reasons I started doing the podcast is I really can't connect with anybody outside the military when I started this. So doing the hockey thing, right, with Dave. And now I'm just stuck in this internet world, and I can't seem to fucking rap with anybody that's not in the internet world. So I guess I've become kind of cliquey Irish in my old age. I don't know. I just
Tommy.
What?
I will donate $10 if you go to a German bar is open. If not, when they are, you find an old ass guy and you try to talk about some YouTube drama to him. Like you buy him a drink and try to get him to listen.
I don't do that. No. I want to be left alone. Did I tell you a story about the girl? So I tell people I sell T-shirts online. I don't tell people what I do for a living.
Oh, what do you?
I
wait,
tell them I sell
the story.
T-shirts. Well, it's fucking 2 years ago, I think. Real fucking pretty girl. She's 21 years old. Here's what I do. I go to a bar. Okay, this is a little weird. Unless I see somebody I know, which there's a handful of people I still know over here. Then I'll rap with them. Or I talk to Gordy downtown. He's a Scottish bartender. It's only because he's kind of connected to the military because he sold his cars for so many years. So I really only talk to military connected people. Let me speak. Because I can't seem to fucking, you know, I just like you're in the army. Did you kill anybody? I just don't want to have that conversation, you know, and get that out of the way. So this pretty girl and there's a dude sitting next to me. I guess he was trying to get her attention, and they were around the same. They're in their 20s, so I don't fucking get in between them. But I had my fucking, you know, earplugs in. And I'm drinking. That's what I do. I listen to music and I drink and I just zone. I don't know why. It's weird. That's what I do. Well, she said she took my earphones off and she says, "Why are you so antisocial?" And I said, "Do you want to be social?" And she said, "Absolutely. I'd like to talk to you." Right. So
that girl was hungrily into you. Damn.
I don't know. Not after this conversation. Told her what I did for that's where I'm going with this. So we started talking and we sort of hit it off and started talking. Now I'm married. I mean, it's not going to get any farther than this, but we definitely had some conversation, chemistry, right? And the other fucking time is the guy next to me is German, and I'm fucking probably 20 years older than him, and I'm doing what he wants to be doing is talking to him. So he seemed like an asshole, so I kind of kept it up. And, you know, I'm kind of getting my own ego off. I was like, yeah, I still got it, man. I mean, I'd bed this broad fucking 15 years ago. And we got to the point where, what do you do for a living? And I said, I'd sell T-shirts online, which technically is sort of true. And then I guess the way I said it, she didn't buy it. I was like, do you want to see what I do for a living? And she said, yeah, I really do. So I go, well, I have a podcast, and I make a lot of my money on YouTube. And I take my phone, I go over, and I show her shopping point. And she said, really, you're a YouTuber? I was like, professional? I was like, yeah, that's where I make all my money. You know, so she gets it. I show her this, show her the thing. She looks, that's not a job. And she started talking to the other German guy.
What kind of vibes were you giving off that she thought you'd be
I laughed.
successful?
I fucking laughed as soon as she said it. That was the last time I told anybody. I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's not a job. Not the judge. She started talking to the other guy. She should have been talking to the other guy anyway. He was single and pissy and whatever. She said I fucking laughed. But that's why I don't tell anybody. You know, it's.
Would it have ended differently if you were a million sub YouTuber?
No, I'm gonna go home. If I was a million sub YouTuber, I wouldn't have fucking got married. I've been banging my brains out every stand that came on here.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Here's another thing about this. Like, fuck. If I was in my 20s, and I can't imagine. Like, maybe it's a generational thing. I would sleep with every legal fucking person that was kind enough to sleep with me, and I don't give a fuck. I come from a rock star era. You're supposed to bang the groupies. You know, and I wouldn't fucking apply it if I had some kind of exposed videos. I'd be like, "Fuck you, I'm single." So if I was a million sub YouTuber, I love my wife to death, and she saved my life, but I probably wouldn't have got married.
You know, you're honest about it. It's respectable.
Fuck yeah, she knows that. I'm fucking banging my brains out. Fuck.
Have people been exposed for that though? Just sleeping with fans that you know weren't
I got
underage?
somebody sending me shit fucking from for Gross Score, and it debunks itself. First of all, they call him a groomer, which is ridiculous, and the part that fucking he's supposedly a groomer on, like, Gross Score debunks it in the exposed video they sent to me. And the other one is just being a single dude. He's obnoxious. He's talking about, I want to fuck tonight and all this other shit. He sounds like a fucking normal guy to me. I think what he was accused of, apparently, he was in some kind of chat room like back in 2008, 2000. He goes, "Girls, show your tits." You know, and then one of the girls was fucking underage and showed her tits. But, I mean, there was like a group chat and some girl decided to do it. You know, it was similar to what happened with Keemstar. Keemstar had a situation like that. He was running some kind of talk show like Howard Stern-esque, right? And that's the thing about online. I can't do the girl Howard Stern stuff on here just for that reason, because you could never verify. Stern could verify their ages. So it's something like that. So I don't think that makes him a groomer. It's a pretty stupid thing to do. And I don't think it makes him a fucking pedo. But
no, completely agree.
Yeah, but I mean, the other is he's a single man. If he's single, he can sleep with who he likes. So that's the way I feel. And all you ladies are thinking right now, and some of you there, like, yeah, I'd probably bang him if he was, he was over here and he's single. And I tell you something, I would do it. And if I would move on to the next girl and he made an exposed video, I'll be like, fuck y'all.
I gotta tell you, Tommy, I think of you as a pretty smart dude, but I'm starting to get the feeling you would, in fact, fail an STD test.
No, I never. Look, I could see both my kids on both my wedding nights. All right, I never got an STD, right? And I banged my brains out because I always fucking work on them. You know, I never knocked anybody up. I never knocked. Why would I get checked? I didn't show any symptoms. And I guess I did. When I got married. That's right. I did get checked. I got married twice.
Oh, so you did get married before each time?
Yeah, I mean, you have to get checked before you get married. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Or that means all my wife and kids had, like, both my wives and kids got AIDS. I don't fucking know. They didn't check for AIDS, but they checked for everything else.
I don't think the father can give the child AIDS. It's only the mother.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty fat, so every AIDS patient I know is skinny as fuck.
So you're saying it's a good diet?
Sex wasn't dirty when I was a kid. Sex is dirty again. So you guys are all like fucking Victorian era assholes. I grew up in the generation after the 60s that said go out there and fucking experiment.
But it's icky.
What are you, gay?
It's icky.
What are you, fucking
What
gay?
are you?
What are you, gay?
I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so, yeah, something like that. These guys fucking thinking about fucking their stuffed animals and shit. I don't know what to do in the world. And yes, I would bang my stance. I wouldn't bullshit them either like fucking Dream does. I'd bang my stance senseless. Your vaginas would be full of the Irish curse.
What percent of your audience do you think is female?
I'm starting to
I guess you have statistics.
Well, I don't believe them, but it's more than fucking Augie.
Oh, fuck Augie.
Oh, I notice the women listening to me are usually approaching 30. People that you got to be into this world first of all to listen to me. Yeah.
Tommy got all the MILF stands.
Yeah. So yeah, I banged them too. She dropped dead, and somebody wanted to fucking. I'd be devastated. My wife dropped dead, but you know, eventually I'm gonna have to get laid. Might go to the well.
How much dedication you willing to put out? If hot fan, she's 30, but she's smoking hot. You know, your wife's gone. You're over it. Whatever. Would you fly out?
Fly? If we were good.
Like, how much money would you invest?
Depends how good she looked.
All right.
If we were doing a whole weekend or something like that, I'm gonna fly out here. You know, I'll give her a couple $100. Come out here.
Damn, Tommy the Daddy Warbucks.
Mm-hmm. It all depends. It depends.
Well, now the female fans know if it ever happens and you're not willing to pay to fly out, they're only getting a solid 7 out of 10.
I don't talk to women offline without other people in the room, so I'm very protective because I don't need that shit. That fucking
Smart.
You know that clip we play your dad is dead, your dad is dead. That's to a guy.
No.
What's his name? What was that kid's name?
Dash. I think it was
Dash.
Dash.
Yeah. Dash fixed a fucking a DM and said that I was bragging about cheating on my wife. And fucking Sky Does Minecraft debunked it like live on Twitter. So
No.
You'll never hear me say too many bad things about Adam. I don't care what the fuck he does.
Do people ever really try to fuck with you? Like they send shit straight to your wife that's doctored?
No one's done that yet, no. But they have.
No.
I don't want to give the trolls an idea that they've been successful at anything. But no, nothing's really happened. No.
Low effort trolls.
I wouldn't tell you if they did. To be honest,
probably.
With you. I've had some really fucked up stuff. I've talked about some of it, but I don't talk about all of it. The worst thing I talked about is somebody found a picture of me and my daughter, and they made a website and said it was my girlfriend, and that's when she was like 10, you know, or 8 or 9 or some shit like that. So that was like the worst thing that was ever done to me.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but I'm over it. I don't think I don't know. I think when you hit a certain level of fucking fame, it's expected. It's not right, but expect. Somebody called me yesterday and asked me about Dream, and did he, you know, kind of ask for it. I'm like, even if he did, he didn't. You know, I don't think that's right. But I also think if I was sitting there crying about that shit all the time, and I think it just fucks you up. I've had a lot of fucked up things happen to me that I didn't do. But you know, I'm loud, I'm obnoxious. I tell people to fuck off, get hit by trucks, and get cancer. Some of it's going to come back my way.
You are, and you have yet to do a. Sorry, guys, it's just YouTube's too much for me. I'm gonna have to take some time off.
I still wish Lieutenant Cobra dead every day. So I was, you know, they did a fucking BWC did a thing on YouTube. They put that in there. Me yelling at him. I hope your whole family dies. Yeah, fucking I do. Fuck them. I mean, they're gonna act all high and mighty like they never wished anybody dead before. I do. I get mad at somebody. I wish people dead. I don't do anything about it. I don't kill them. I wish you dead, and everybody else does it too. But you don't make a thing about me. Oh, I wish a child YouTuber dead. Yeah, I did. Do something. You know, fuck them.
That's why you're entertaining. You're honest.
I like to think so. Welcome. You know, why do you taint Lieutenant Crow? But he's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He's a bad person. Something's gonna happen to him one day. I won't be there, laughing at him. Fucking what a horrible job his parents did. I guess everybody thought that was going to be the end of me. Something. I don't give a fuck. And I'm not going to sit there and you're never going to see me. I'll apologize if I really fuck somebody up or do something. Somebody doesn't deserve it or blow up a story. And I have apologized before. But I don't do the heavy breathing apology. Like I said, this is what I fucked up. This is what needs to be corrected. That's it. I don't cry. I don't tell people I'm going to be a better person because that's bullshit too. I'm full grown ass man. How much better do you want me to be?
I want a Tommy crying apology. That would actually be amazing. Like the stereotypical YouTuber apology.
If I did something worth crying, I just quit.
You got to start it with the deep sigh though. That's mandatory.
No, fuck that. I'm a connoisseur of apology. I apologize. I made one apology video to Tro. No, but I meant it. You know, I meant what I said. You know, when I was in a bad headspace. I'm always in a bad headspace.
If you mean what you say, what's the point of apologizing?
No, I mean the kid called the guy called my fucking kid a Nazi. Swore up and down.
Why'd you apologize for this one? I don't remember this.
I didn't apologize for that. You know, called my kid a Nazi. Thought it was fucking funny.
I mean, I wouldn't apologize to that guy for anything then. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. No, I don't apologize. Bobak's made a video, child YouTuber. He's 16. I'm so sick of fucking like people in their late teens being children. Get the fuck out of here.
Have you ever been in the comments section of a Bobak's H3H3 video and he's going to call you a Nazi? It is the most anti-Semitic comment section ever.
Bobak's videos are anti-Semitic?
Fuck, it might be the other guy. Not that the video itself is anti-Semitic, but the comment section. I'm pretty sure it's Bobak's, or it might be.
Well, I'm surprised because I've never heard Bobak say even a sideways joke about a Jew. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's him. It's not that he says it in the video. It's that his comment section is just full of it. Like they take it and run with it.
You don't know who fucking. Most of the people the sane people. I got a lot of wackos like everybody else. Most of the people that follow me I don't think they're too much different than I am as far as just regular fucking working class folks. So I don't really think there's some kids because it's YouTube drama, but other than that, they're just regular people trying to get through the day. So
I mean, if you're a Tommy C fan, you got to be pretty down to earth. I feel.
I don't think I think the hard right wing guys hate me, and the hard left wing guys hate me. So I don't think I would attract that. And I'm still able to make kind of edgy jokes and. Racial jokes, women jokes, what have you, and not attract the hateful people. I think when people hear me tell a joke about a minority group or something, they know there's no like hate involved. It's just, fun love, All right, get out of here.
Sure.
Everybody wants me to beat you up. I don't know why, but bye.
Yo, that was a virulent call.
What's up?
It was. It's almost, it wasn't that long. Jim Rat, what's up? How can I help you?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. So yeah, I agree with the whole being silent to the cops thing. I have too many stories of being just fucking grilled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
By them.
I had a fucking cop reach in my car one time. I pulled some leaves that were trapped in the feet space and said, "I'm gonna have this fucking looked at like it was weed or something."
I had a campus security police at one point, which those guys are shit, but they got a surveillance video from the actual police because they were looking for someone on campus. Mm-hmm. They showed me a video of me graffitiing a fucking building, except for I had a hood and mask on, but I knew it was me, and just straight up lied to their fucking face saying I had no clue who it was.
Oh, fuck. What are you doing in college graffitiing? Were you at Rutgers?
No, I was in Nashville, and
you going to school on your parents' money, and you're running around acting like a townie, tagging the place up? What's the matter with you?
They started. It was a parking garage.
No, I'm asking you what's the matter with you. Why did you tag something up fucking when you're a college student? I don't get that. That's like
just because we used to go skate at this place, and then they made it.
So you weren't going to school there. You were the townie. That makes more sense.
Yeah. So they made it like trespassing to go on it. Okay, me and some friends broke in.
That's cool.
I was graffitiing up at the top. Cops busted us. We all
Skateboarding's
ran.
not a crime,
I jumped
man.
off the second story.
Skateboarding's not a crime, man. I don't know. Let's go. I don't lie to him. Fuck, I don't care. Shouldn't be tagging shit
it's
up.
Fun. It's fun to piss them off.
How long ago was that?
About a year and a half ago.
Still tagging places?
Oh, hell no. Oh, fuck
Start tagging the SFTP then. That'd be funny.
Look, SFTP logo.
Yeah, don't do that. I didn't tell you.
Just start spraying your logo everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be mad cool. No, don't.
Tommy C sent me.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Tommy C sent me.
It'd be funny though, but I didn't tell you to do that. No, don't nobody do that. I'm joking. I'm literally joking. Don't do that shit.
I'm just gonna tag you on Twitter when I do it. Just post a picture.
Don't do that. I will not retweet it, but I might like it. No, don't do that shit. That's not funny. So some guy working real hard, especially nowadays, people working real hard in their business and you're tagging it up or something.
It wasn't a business, it was a parking garage.
Yeah, but somebody's parking garage. It ain't right.
True.
It ain't right. But whatever. I'm sure you've grown and changed as a person.
Oh, not in the slightest.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like getting arrested
Good.
or fined.
Good. Well, I hope somebody breaks your skateboard.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I'm sure. Talk to you later, man. Take care. Bye. I don't think I had too many skater fans.
Yeah.
There's always an interesting group of people to me. You know, being in bands and stuff, they're always around. They're a different crew. I tried, that sucked. I did learn how to ollie though.
Yeah, me too. I kind of had a phase too of like skateboarding.
I could jump onto like a curb and I could jump over. I could ollie over small shit. Like I ollie at 6 inches. It's pretty high if you think about it.
I could do a fucking ollie over grass.
Onto grass, yeah. That's how you kind of start, so you don't break your ass. But I could do like those things in the parking lot that separate. I could jump over them. You know, still like skateboarding. Yeah, I kind of like it too. But I think the only way you should be skating at my age is if you're some kind of skating legends like fucking Tony Hawk. you know, because for some reason, like especially since I grew up worshiping him, he thought he's the coolest fucker going. You know, he doesn't look as stupid at 50 years old with a fucking skateboard. You know, a buddy of mine took it up again at 30. A buddy of mine took it up 10 years ago at 30. He lost a lot of weight doing it. So it's like, you skating again? We haven't skated in 15 years, man. Since we were kids. Like, I want to do it. Okay. Yeah. Then he ended up getting a knee injury, and it was the fucking end of it. But, yeah, I kind of respect it. I had another guy just turned 40 in 2050. It was Bill shit. He goes, I'm going to MMA. Yeah, Bill shit. Bill shit went to MMA school, and they all fuck with him.
It's probably bullshit.
It wasn't. He wasn't. He goes.
He wasn't.
He lives in a gym now.
Oh shit.
No, he did. But people fuck with him, and he's because you know he got into like the whole fucking MMA craze, and he says, I'm not dying, so why don't I just go in there? No, he got in ridiculously good shape. I think he coaches football. I think he might be coaching high school football now. I don't know. Nice. Business guy was one of the worst athletes I ever ran into, but
good job. Good job. Bullshit.
Bill tried hard. Yeah, Bill shit. No, he wasn't lying.
Yeah,
Bill's a good guy. He's good. I think he does like Pop Warner football now or something like that. Bill shit. Great fucking.
Because fucking our bullshit back in high school, he fucking joined the Marines.
Your Bill shit? You joined the Marines?
Real Marines? He fucking joined the Marines. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Bullshit's brother joined the Navy. He died. Bullshit's brother's been dead since fucking 2014. Fucking cancer got him before he turned 40. Unbelievable.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Let's put this bastard in here. Sit man. You on the air. Sit man. Sit man.
Hey.
Great, man. How are you?
Doing all right. I wanted to just ask you a quick question because I talked to a few of my friends on World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
a few of them are ex-military. And so did they really dumb down to get into the military for when they were trying to allow more women to come into the force?
Well, there's a different standard for women, and I think there always was. What does he mean by what was dumbed down? I mean, look, during wartime, they'd take fucking anybody.
Yeah. They'll take anybody.
That's nothing new. That goes. I talked to a World War II vet or Korean vet. He used to work in a shop at. He said there was guys that he knew that got Purple Hearts in Korea, and they were like 2 pounds overweight when the war was over and chaptered them. You know, so they took his fat ass. His fat ass was a hero, and then they chaptered his fat ass for being too fat. You know, fucking guys with Purple Hearts and Bronze Stars and shit. You know, military's a rough place, man. It's pretty cutthroat. You know, not as much as YouTube, but it's pretty fucking cutthroat. I don't think I could have done YouTube without going to the military. Because I learned to be a little cutthroat myself.
Yeah, I do think also that you gave out some sound advice that people actually need to understand that just shut the fuck up if they're asking you questions.
Shut the fuck up. Do more listening. You're not helping me. You're not helping me help you. You're trying to put me in jail, bitch. You're a cop.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. The other thing I probably should
make you talk.
Other thing I shouldn't have said. There's no reason to be rude. Don't piss them off.
Oh yeah.
Just do what that guy did. Nah, man, you ain't doing dick for me. Nah, come on, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's all. That's about as rude as you should get. Don't call them names. Don't sit there and tell them how no they don't. They laugh at you when you say, "I know my rights." No, you don't. You shut the fuck up if you know your rights. They laugh their ass off.
Yeah.
So, what do you got for me?
Hey, you want to know what? Thank you for today's video, man. And also, what you call it? The military one was just simply about, like, my friend was telling me that when he was in the military, they actually lowered the, God, I forget what the word is, for getting into, female ranked army. And apparently he talked to a bunch of his other female coworkers, and they all said that they didn't feel like they were, they really deserved to be there.
I don't know. This doesn't really make sense to me because, like, there's a different standard for women. You know what you got to do? Like, well, at least when I was in, you got to pass a PT test to get out of fucking basic. That's what you got to do. All right. A lot of fat motherfuckers go to bases and they come out skinny motherfuckers. All right. The only other way you wouldn't pass is if you couldn't get through, like, I mean, there's only so many ways you can fucking bayonet a dummy, You can bayonet the dummy, like, you gotta go up the hill, run as fast as you can, scream at the top of your lungs when you stab that fucking dummy in the throat. All right? Like, if you can't do that for some fucking reason, then you probably don't belong there. You got to do what they tell you, get through it, they gassed us too. We went and had the CS gas. You do what you're told. You qualify as shooting. That's another thing. You qualify as shooting, and that's it. The shooting standard's no different for women, but the push-ups.
Really?
You only need to do like 12 push-ups as a woman to get out.
They have a different shooting standard?
No,
for
not
women?
not that I remember.
Oh,
no,
okay.
The shooting standard's the same.
Holy shit!
Shooting standard's 100%.
I was about to ask a lot more questions there.
Don't fucking shoot anyway. No matter. No, they have the same shooting standard, but it's different. Like, I don't really have a problem with that because they have different body types. Where they have fucking glands, I have muscles. It's not fair to judge them at the same athletic level. If they did, almost no women would make it through, even at the easiest part.
Yeah,
I don't think I saw more than like. Except when I went to betting, when I saw some fucking badass chicks. I don't think I knew too many girls that could do more than 20 push-ups. The ones that were in shape. So, what the fuck? I did see girls beat guys on sit-ups on a regular basis. And I watched this. Somebody sent me a video today of a Tara LaRosa beating the fuck out of a guy in an MMA bout, but there's no punching, right? This guy outweighed her, everything, and his whole thing was, he fucked with people online and said he could beat them up, but and she just, and when it came to wrestling, fucking she tore him apart. But I did and I did, and they both shook hands. They were cool about it, and she tore him apart. But I did notice, like, there's no punches, and that's what separates. If he could hit Tara LaRosa, he probably could have knocked her the fuck out, or at least injured her to the point where she couldn't begin wrestling. But wrestling 1-on-1, Tara LaRosa beat most men and tear them in half. It's that upper body strength that separates men from women, and that's just biological. That has nothing to do. I met girls in the military just as much heart as anybody, more than me, and what have you. But the body types is what separates them, and there should be a different standard. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any women in, and we do need women in the military. We don't need them in combat, but we do need women in the military. And there was a lot of bags women I met, a lot of girls that were just like, didn't want to go to college or just fucking looking to get pregnant or some shit. There was a lot, but there's a lot of good girls too, and a lot of girls I was proud to serve with. So, whatever. Your buddy might be in. Well, if he's in fucking infantry, what the fuck? He wouldn't be around girls anyway. So he's probably combat support like I was, and I was around a lot of women and whatever. The only thing I did is I didn't have much to do with them. Tara Rose would fucking me up. I don't even know if I could fucking knock it. With punching, I don't think I could beat up Tara LaRosa. Fuck me up. 6 ways to Sunday.
That question only stemmed from, actually, we watched Destiny 1 where he debated with some, I guess, Navy officer that was in, like, medical.
Yeah.
And Destiny asked the simple question of, do you think women have larger lungs than males? And the guy's like, I don't see how that's a point or problem.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
I don't think women belong in combat. I think because they're all going to start fucking. That's a problem. Because you put men and women and fucking together, they start fucking. I don't care how much their patriotism is. You put women. I mean, that's another thing. When I went to Iraq, girls were getting pregnant left and right. And I don't even think all of them were just trying to get out of it. Some of them were, I'm sure. Some of this, like, you're in a dangerous place with nothing to fucking do, or if you do have a lot to fucking do, you know, you're busy and like you just, you know, you fuck to release tension, and then you get pregnant. Put men and women together. I don't think men and women should be fucking doing combat together.
Well, on base?
Yeah, people fucking left and right. The only reason I wasn't fucking is because I'm married. I just freshly married. Just got on my honeymoon and I went to fucking Iraq.
Holy
and I would have banging my brains out too. You know? I remember they changed the rule when I got there. I remember the colonel was really disappointed. Like, you can have sex now. Because no, they wouldn't sell. They wouldn't. From what I heard, before I got there, they wouldn't sell anybody condoms because you weren't supposed to have sex downrange. So what happened is people started getting caught. So to mitigate the pregnancies, because you get girls that are in important positions, and then they get pregnant and they get back. It ain't shit you can do to them. Because 20-year-old girls, when you mix them with men, get pregnant. You're going to tell me you can put them in the Special Forces and the Rangers? That got to be a fucking social problem? Get the fuck out of here. Guys start fighting over them and everything else. And that's if they can pass that shit. You know, and the rigors of that stuff. That's what you got to look out for. If they start lowering the standard for women in the higher ends of the combat military, that's right. Not for fucking regular army. Who gives a fuck? You know. But, you know, there's women heroes out there. There's a fucking handful of girls got Medal of Honor. So, as medics, it gave their lives. So I'm not going to dump on chicks, but no, I don't. Transgenders, women, no. And you can call me all sorts of bigot. You can call me a bigot. I'm not a bigot. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's morally right. I wouldn't want my little girl there. I'll tell you that. And I know why it is. You know, and you know, here I'll give you a perfect example why women don't belong in combat. All right, we would get like a bullshit job, like take a bunch of heavy shit, put it over there. All right. And, you know, it would come down for the fucking general. The sergeant major would tell first sergeant tell us, you know, you got to move this thing. So it was lifting shit, right? The complete shitbags girls just wouldn't do shit and just started yabbing with each other. But nobody said shit to them. There was always that one or two fucking girls that tried to lift shit that girls can't lift, you know? And then it would always go like this. Look, know what you're trying to do. We know what they told you. You're just the same as a guy. We want to get the fuck out of here so we can go home. All right? So just go over those girls over there. We'll tell them you lifted shit. And they're like, no. Okay, lift it. Okay, all right, you win. And then we got the shit job faster. And we just would all pretend that they could lift what other men could lift. And that told me right there. Can't do it. It had nothing to do with heart. It had everything to do with biology. So we're talking about lifting from heavy shit from one place to another. Now throw fucking guns and fucking all the shit you got to carry and everything else. Man, fuck that. You got to be a superwoman. I'm sure there's a handful of women out there that can handle the infantry, but you got to be like a superwoman. You know, and there's some fucking women in the army out-soldier me, kick my ass a whole nine. But not at those high levels. I was just a fucking punk commo guy. So it's all bullshit, everything you hear. Military is not a social experiment. It's kill people and break shit. That's it. And if it's designed to do anything fucking else, it'll be a disaster and nothing but people get killed. There you go. See you, Sim, man.
Thanks.
I guess it's the last call.
I guess.
Nito Sauce, Enigma, you on the air.
Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Tom? Okay. I just wanted to talk about the funniest thing going on Twitter right now.
What's going on?
It's those dream stands trending just like the most random thing every hour of the day. It's like I don't even understand.
I've never seen a popularity like this. I mean, I'm starting to think that Dream has more clout capital than fucking PewDiePie. I started thinking about this. If PewDiePie cheated a video game and submitted it, I think he'd be taking a lot more heat than Dream did.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, like, PewDiePie doesn't, like, have that parasocial relationship with his fans.
No.
Well, not to the degree that Dream does, you know?
No, he's more like me. He talks to them and you know, he tries to make him feel special, like a part of everything. But at the end of the day, there's PewDiePie's life and there's his online life, and you're not allowed in.
Yeah.
And I agree with that entirely. I mean, I don't really let people in on the other end. And I try to give my life experiences, stuff like that, but some shit's for me. But with Dream, it's like he's letting it all hang out. Probably part of the reason he got doxxed. And I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how he can handle this shit. I mean, this I've never seen anything quite like this. Not since Leafy.
I don't know.
And Leafy didn't give a fuck.
I mean,
Leafy didn't give a fuck what anybody thought. He still doesn't give a fuck. You know? So Leafy was just trying to win because Leafy's a gamer, and this is all a game. Back in the day when he came back, that's when he had something to say.
Yeah.
And he said some powerful shit, if you ask me, about this platform and about the people that are on it, especially the commentary community. He ripped it a new asshole and told the truth. But, you know, that's not without all the fucking bullshit he told and all the tricks he played and, you know, how he manipulated people.
Yeah.
But he came back. I always said, you know, you watch my Lemon interview back in 2018, that this guy, if he ever came back, he would be just a monster and show him a little Calvin. And Leafy told me, wink, wink.
That's a great video.
Yeah, I know. And wink, wink, fucking Leafy told me that he hinted to me that maybe that was what he was doing. So, took my advice. And he put that.
I just can't wait for Dream to crash and burn.
He put my interview in his fucking thing. No, he can't.
Yeah.
Leafy can't crash and burn. He's already fucking won.
You don't think there's going to be a big controversy? I mean, I guess not anymore after he literally, like, I don't know how people think he didn't cheat.
Oh, with that, no, he cheated, but it's not going to matter because it's a fucking video game, and it almost frees him up to do other rotten shit because it's like, yeah, everybody knows he cheated, so it's like throwing shit in a shit pile. You know, no one's going to ever respect him in esports or speedrunning again, but who fucking cares?
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
from an optics standpoint, I don't think this drama was actually bad for him. I think he gained.
No, actually, yeah. I didn't think about it like that.
I mean, now if he gets caught cheating again, it's like no big deal. It's all, it's just Dream. Whereas if PewDiePie got caught cheating, it'd be like, man, you're not who we thought you were. That'd be different.
Exactly.
I think if I got caught cheating in a video game, I think I'd survive it, but I think a lot of people would look at me differently, and rightfully so.
I think people underestimate how big of like a thing that actually is for him to cheat because he submitted it as an official run.
I agree with you.
Like to the speedrunning community, that's crazy.
Look, esports are never going to take it seriously if we don't take it seriously. You know, and people laugh at esports and stuff like that, but if you're not vetting cheaters or, you know, it's going to end up like China where just everybody's cheating and everybody knows it.
Yeah.
You know, watch Richard Lewis for that stuff. You want all the information on that, but no.
Did you see the jokes video about Dream?
That's why they do hard fucking bans on guys that cheat.
Yeah.
No, not only see Dream he probably should never be allowed. The way I see it, Dream should never be allowed to submit to them. Games Done Quick, and he should be banned from Twin Galaxies for this. That's my solution to the problem, and any other kind of fucking legitimate organization that keeps scores and stuff like this, because there's a lot of fucking corruption in esports, especially here in Europe. CS community is going through it now. It looks like nobody was playing legit for years. And there's also gangsters and gamblers around. And in China, they just like they're cheating to not get killed, from what I understand. These gangsters roll up in these Chinese kids and they're like, hey, you're losing tomorrow. I'm telling you right now.
Jesus.
Have a good day. You know, it's like, you know, what do fucking, what's his name in Colombia used to say? Fucking silver or lead. Apparently they're getting that. You don't want that shit coming here. And what you do is you stamp out guys like Dream, so it never gets to that point. We start accepting cheating. That's it. We're already starting to accept the people talking to underage, you know, boys and girls.
Yeah.
With Mini Lad and Pyro. That's spooky. I never thought that would happen. Kiwis to some extent. I think he's gonna survive this shit too. No.
Also, with like what you said about like the China esports, you know, like plenty of like CS players have just been outed for like rigging games.
Yeah, can't tolerate it.
Yeah, no.
I'd crash and burn the whole fucking CS community right now. I saw Richard Lewis and Slasher arguing about fucking, because I guess Steam doesn't fucking get involved or Valve doesn't get involved, but No, man, everybody
Well,
everybody lifetime bans. That's why in 1918 with the Black Sox scandal, I think it was 1918, they fucking got rid of all the fucking team. They sent a message. Lifetime banishment. And if they ever could get one thing, you shouldn't be able to submit. Your living should literally be taken away from you for cheating.
Yeah.
And because if you don't, then it's going to end up like China.
Yeah, exactly.
Where nothing's legit. And
Fortnite's been good about that.
Yeah,
But
I mean, God,
they're the one esport I've seen.
Every time I get cheated, it's like fucking. It's almost like Chinese characters in the username, like every single time.
Yeah.
I've been told there's a cultural difference over there. It's like if you could cheat, that means the video game. The idea is to break the game, so cheating's okay if you can pull it off. That's the way. That's not a Western way of looking at things. Because
they go to these net cafes and they just like they play free games and they're just like download hack clients until they get banned and they just keep on doing it.
Yeah, I don't get that. But I don't know how you can tell you're good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tommy. And I had one last thing. Just rip MF Doom.
Yeah, I'm ashamed to say I didn't know who the fucking guy was. I'm a big 90s guy. I completely missed that whole MF Doom thing. I did listen to some of his stuff. I think he was influential in the Wu-Tang Clan. Well, because I had a Wu-Tang Clan, but I honestly did not know who MF Doom was, being a big 90s guy.
Did you know KMD?
I had no idea. I didn't know that he was connected to who was he connected? He was connected to Third Base back in late 80s, early 90s. I think he was on Gas Face with one of their big hits. I completely missed MF Doom. That's why I didn't say anything, because it would have been pretty disingenuous. I had no fucking idea. The only rappers I ever saw with masks were German rappers. Like Bashir.
No, he's a big part of my life, but I just really love his music. I think you'd actually like it. It's very good.
I did. I checked it out. I thought he was awesome, but I don't know the man. I think it's a little weird. He died in Halloween and shit, and we just find out about it now. But it's a damn shame because the guy was talented.
It's weird. I can explain. It's weird for like just to hear that, but it's been like a track record. Like his son passed, and they didn't announce it till later. And I think they wanted to mourn in the same way they did with his son.
Fucking Irish? I don't know. My grandmother fucking. They didn't tell my dad my uncle died. His uncle died until he got back from class. We didn't want to make you upset. That was fucking when they. I think it was like an Irish family. Though, it was just really, don't want to make anybody upset. Irish American. I don't know if the Irish do that.
Yeah, we fucking do that too, bro.
Yeah, just pretend it didn't happen. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah,
ruin their day. Fuck
that too.
I'd never do that.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you, Tommy.
Take care. I think that's
have a good one.
You too. Take care. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Shit's really changed online. It's weird. MF sucked. That's a joke.
MF Doom was really fucking good. He was.
I listened to some of his music. It's crap, but I missed him. I don't.
Yeah.
He was a New York guy, and I missed him.
Yeah, no, because he was very underground compared to like other artists. Like he was very underground.
More of an industry guy.
No, because like he was like your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
He was like us to hip hop. We got all the fucking people watching us, but we're not.
Yeah, he fucking like knew everybody.
Yeah, he did. He did. He made music for Adult Swim. Yeah. From what I heard 2 songs, and I even listened. I told my wife, it's like everybody's talking about this guy dying. He's 90s hip hop legend, and I missed it. Like completely, I missed it. I had never seen that mask before. It's just what a freak occurrence.
Yeah,
I did recognize him he used to be in a band that was under Third Base's level, and I did recognize his face, but I'd never made the connection with the mask. Never. Apparently, he did some stuff with Eminem or something like that too.
He did stuff with Wu-Tang too, like as his MF Doom character.
I think Wu-Tang.
I think RZA. He did stuff with Mos Def. Like he was really fun.
Mos Def. Yeah. How did I listen? Yeah. I grew up listening to Mos Def and Wu-Tang. How did I miss it? But yeah, rip MF Doom.
Yeah.
You missed Babyface time. It wasn't gonna last forever. I fucking made it on YouTube when I was 39. So sorry. Wasn't gonna be pretty forever. Shit. Yeah, I think even if I lost weight now, because I shaved in. You can see it on my. I look older. Yeah, like this picture right here. Like, that's me shit. Like, I looked older. I wasn't as fat back then, but I was working on it. This verse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I look weird. Like, I was losing a baby face, so I was like, what, 42 there?
Probably, yeah. It's probably like 2
years ago.
Or 2 years ago, yeah.
Oh, look, there's Ricochet in the fucking thing. Right next
My
to me.
favorite.
Yeah, it's Ricochet. Thanks for $5, Ricochet, you fat fuck. All right, last one for you tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah.
How's that make
It's gonna be it.
Probably try to have you. I think what we're gonna do is 11 o'clock during the week. I'm sure I'm gonna say it's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard during the week, but we'll keep that Sunday show at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. So we'll go back. So we'll put
Gotcha.
get you on Sundays, and hopefully Doc can come back, and yeah. So that's the way we're gonna do it. And then I keep saying I'm gonna make news videos, but I don't. I woke up at 7 o'clock today. I was like, fuck it. I don't want to sit around and finger fuck or whatever the fuck I was gonna do. But maybe I'll come in tomorrow and game stream or something. And then they come and they put the fucking internet in the new house, and hopefully this weekend my father-in-law Wolfgang's coming up, and we can move the rest of this shit.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for
Nito,
a person of color.
Rip Doom, MF Doom,
Fucking legend.
Did you know who he was?
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
I knew. Who he
I know
was.
you're a '90s. You're a huge '90s guy.
Yeah,
He's
I knew. I got to know him through like MF, through like Most Def, through like different like rap documentaries.
Vault has like
that's how I
excellent.
fucking knew.
Vault has like we and you have like identical hip hop taste.
Yeah.
It's like identical. You have a real good taste in hip hop, I think. But it's all '90s. It's like most of the shit came out before you were born.
Yeah, like it's like all '90s and early 2000s with like 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50 Cent's good. I was kind of getting out of it by then.
Yeah,
that was good. Well, I appreciate it. Consider becoming a Patreon, joining the chat, and oh shit, we got to do a this month too.
Members.
Yeah, do members. Might be an emergency members because I don't know what this month's gonna be like. It's like crazy, very very crazy.
It's gonna be.
Somebody wrote, Brandon talks. Well, Brandon, my fucking server's open. Mr. Video Games out there. I didn't chat about before, but I did see you, brother. There you go. I think Mr. Video Games there is gonna have some interesting things to tell me.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
And I'm going to tell them to you.
Ooh.
There's some motherfucker has been fucking with me a long time. Some of you know, but you don't know who it is. Is getting fucking theirs. You might even be watching now. Tell you what, I told you I'd get you back. It's coming soon. I don't know when. But your story ain't gonna get out there, you bitch. Doc's my brother, motherfucker.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones. 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headlock.
This is the first